Namaste, everyone. Welcome and good evening to the second session of our 6-day online National Faculty Development Program as part of NLD's Indian Knowledge System series on timeless management and leadership lessons from the life of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Yesterday, we had our first session, and we are once again grateful to our collaborating partners, our collaborating institution for this FDP, PRB College of Commerce, Raichur, Karnataka, and the entire organizing team from the college. I take this opportunity to once again welcome all our participants to this forum, and I hope that we have had a very useful, motivational start to yesterday's session with Srimati Varsha Pargatji. Welcome, Varsha ji, to
Yes,
the
namaste.
second session. Namaste, namaste. And as all of you know that we are recording these sessions, so the recording of yesterday's session has already been shared in our WhatsApp group. There is also a worksheet that was shared with me by Varsha ji, which I have shared in the WhatsApp group early today morning. And I also requested the participants to try and attempt the worksheet. So if any of you have attempted the worksheet, at the end of the session, we can take some reflections and insights from your end. I would like to remind our participants about some housekeeping rules during the session. Please ensure that your microphone is on mute. Only if you are asked to speak or you have raised your hand or we are taking a pause for discussion, then you may unmute yourself. Otherwise, you may please freely use the chat box for interaction, discussion, and comments. And when Varsha ji finishes her presentation, we will be taking questions, and let's make it very interactive and dynamic. It will be interesting if you all ask questions and uh, we get a lot of benefit out of Varshaji's knowledge on Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So in yesterday's session, Varshaji has introduced us to Shivaji Maharaj's early years, his birth, his life, his vision, ethics, and values. Also, the exact meaning of what his name signifies, the role of his mother, Jizabai, in Shivaji's character building, in what he aimed to achieve for the purpose of Hindavi Swarajya. And she also connected this with modern management principles, which all of us, by the way, are well acquainted with, and how Shivaji Maharaj had a certain goal, had a certain vision, and how he strategized and executed it. That is what the worksheet also exemplifies, I believe. And what is very striking in Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's story is that all of this was achieved by him in a very limited span of life, 50 years, right, Varshaji?
Yes,
And yes, and he was only a young boy of 15 years when he had already been trained into administration, kingship, and discharging his kingly duties. So, a young boy of 15 years thinking about Swarajya is so inspiring. So, today, Varshaji will take forward the building blocks that she has set yesterday. And today's session is devoted to a discussion on Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's flawless planning and administrative acumen. We hope to hear more and more stories from Maharaj's life from Varshaji. And also, yesterday, all of you must have noted that she has quoted many um, references, especially in Hindi and Marathi. And of course, she was able to also explain us to in English. So I just want to request all participants that whenever we have a subject related to IKS, our regional languages will definitely come into picture. So in case anyone doesn't understand anything that Varsha ji is saying in Marathi or Hindi, she will obviously be providing a quick summary, English summary of the same. So kindly do not worry. And now let's start today's session. I invite Varsha ji to start her presentation for today.
Yeah. Nidhi ji, thank you for all this introduction. And once again, I am really thankful for to all participants who are attending today this seminar. One thing I want to make it clear that the second day that was flawless planning and administrative acumen. In that, I have made certain changes because when we talk about management, then planning is there. So Nidhi ji, it will be okay for you and the participants there. So I have prepared first what he was there having in his mind about management, and then I will take you to planning and everything.
Absolutely, it's perfectly fine. We
Yeah.
5
So,
days and we can cover so many things. So don't worry at all. It's perfectly fine. Whatever you have planned, we'll go ahead with it.
Yes. So to begin with, I will start my presentation and I will share my slides.
Sure. Participants, you can definitely keep using the chat box. Good evening and namaste, everyone. I see a lot of greetings in the chat box. So welcome.
Is it visible now?
Yes, it is visible. You can just make it full screen.
Yes.
Yes, it's perfectly visible to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So that what about we are going to start with today's presentation and the discussion of related with his management. So yesterday I started with Samartha Ramdas Swami's lines that Shivarayanche Athvave Rup. Now here, what the other people they thought about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Lord Mountbatten, he had said about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj that if Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was born in England, we would have not only ruled earth, but the entire universe. Then Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, obviously, he also was an admirer and he respected, honored Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And what he said about if India needs to be independent, then there is only way out, fight like Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Then Swami Vivekananda ji, what he has quoted about Chhatrapati, Shivaji is just not a name, it is an energy source for Indian youth, which can be used to make India free. And obviously here one photograph is there, Adolf Hitler, what he said to Netaji. We know very well during the Second World War what happened. Netaji went and he met Adolf Hitler. I don't know whether it is true or not, but it is said like that. He talked about Chhatrapati and he said that Netaji, your country does not require any Hitler to throw out the British. All you need to teach yourselves is Shivaji's history. So that's what we all are doing, and we are trying to learn from Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's life and leadership. Then coming to the point of, that is management. Yesterday we discussed about that all the management concepts, the definitions, they are coming from the battlefield itself. And when we talk about the modern concept, the three essential elements of management that we know, that is process, then is effective performance and efficiency. These are the basic three elements when we talk about management. Now, if we consider these three elements with Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's management, what we can say about that is the first is process. As defined there, that management involves a series of interrelated functions like planning, organizing, then staffing, directing, and controlling, which makes it a process And every manager performs these functions to achieve goals. So that's what the modern definition that we have. So going back now, if we relate this definition with Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's working style, management, so what do we get? He continuously was working for Swaraj. The continuous process was there. It was not that he conquered one fort, he conquered some region and he stopped. He knew very well that I have to work continuously there to make this dream possible to come into reality, and that was the continuous process. So as if we consider this definition, then it is planning. The best example of planning in his life is when he visited Agra at the invitation, when he got the invitation from Aurangzeb to he was celebrating his birthday, 50th birthday, and Shivaji Maharaj went there. And how he escaped, one of the greatest escapes that we consider in our history there, the two greatest escapes are, the first one, that is Agra, when Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj escaped from Aurangzeb's, when he was there, keeping him in the jail and prison, and he kept there for a long time. And the second, once again, I am going to relate Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. We are all aware about how Netaji escaped from his own house when he was there, surrounded by the British police. So planning, no doubt, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, every work was planned very well. And I just share one example, that is Agra visit. Then is organizing. So what he organized everything, his resources, his army, his people, which was done in a very systematic manner. And after that, when he was doing this thing, he asked his one of the दरबारी जिसको बोल सकते रामचंद्र अमात्य करके नाम है उनका, कि मैं जो जो कुछ कर रहा हूँ, whatever I am doing for the administration, for the Swaraj, you just write down in the book, in the form of book, and that book is available also today, which is originally written by Ramachandra Amatya. Ajna Patra karke naam hai uska. Then direction. Obviously, unity of direction was there. Every time it was not possible for Chhatrapati to go at every place in every war, but whatever planning was there, given by him, the directions which were given by him was followed by other people, his sardars, his senapati, the soldiers. So it was the unity of direction. That what in the modern management also we can relate this thing. And the next one is that is controlling. After the coronation ceremony, what he established his own governance. So the control ultimately was there to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. He gave the responsibility, he gave the people the authority, but ultimate control was there of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, with the help of his rules, with the help of his laws. So that what the process part is, I thought about that, how we can relate the things with the modern management. Then after that, the three elements is the effective performance. That is, effective performance in the management means achieving goals on time. In simple terms, it aims at end result. So Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's performance, every performance is effective. Few examples that I have mentioned here is about, and the goals were achieved always in time. Either it was a war, either it was building a dam, or either it was building a fort. One example, that when he decided that at this point, at this date, it should be completed, it was completed, because it was the order given by him. And that what the beauty of his governance, all the people who were there working for Swaraj. You know, one of the fort which was there under construction when he was there in Agra, and unfortunately he was put in prison by Aurangzeb. At that time also, the fort was completed. The person who completed that fort, he was there lacking the funds, but he himself sold out his property, his land, only to complete that fort. That shows that how the importance was given to the minute things or the big things like building the fort. So the goals always were decided by him and achieved by all the people collectively in time. Another example is about Lal Mahal attack, and Surat was when it was looted. I cannot say that it was loot, जिसको मराठी हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना नुकसान भरपाई, जो कुछ भी औरंगजेब ने उनके स्वराज्य को when he invaded always, when the wars were there, the battles were there. So obviously the Swarajya was there always in loss. So in order to get the money, that revenue, so he went there to Surat. So that was also decided when it was planned, when to go, from which route they will go, and that was also completed in time. So the two examples here, the most prominent example that we can say about it, can talk about in detail, no doubt, but here I have just put down the two examples. So here the effective performance, that his whole life is there having these things, effective performance. Then efficiency, that management means doing tasks correctly and with minimum cost. It is not enough to just complete the task on time, but it should be accurate also. So when we talk about this, and once again, when we connect with his management, so everything he planned and managed was with minimum cost and maximum benefits. Because he was knowing that he was not having enough money, enough soldiers, enough treasury, enough arms and weapons and ammunition. So what he did that, using the minimum things, he was able to get maximum benefits, maximum results. One of the battle was there only fought with the help of stones and big stones, because they were at the height and the Mughals or that army was there at the base of that fort. So without any loss and without using maximum amount of arms and ammunition, he was able to create results and accurate results. So all his wars, battles fought with minimum soldiers and maximum result was victory. So efficiency was also the part of his management. So when we think about these three basic elements connected to the today's modern concept, we can study it in detail with the life and the management skills of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So these three elements are there. After this, what is there now? I was thinking about now how we can prepare or how we can present now about his management, because it's a very vast topic there to discuss. So what I did there, this is what the basic characteristics of management, what we know about: continuous process, dynamic function, goal-oriented, managing people, management of operation, everything. This is what today's concept. So after this, what I decided there, that Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj management, I divided in two parts: management for Swarajya and management for Surajya. Yesterday also we talked about good governance, Ram Rajya ka Sankalpana. So that was Surajya. So under the category of management of Swarajya, what he was there doing, he was always there having the warfares. So he decided, he planned, he made strategies, and after that, what it is given, the psychological warfare, so many wars, so many battles, that when we read about, we get this psychological warfare also. So today I am just talking about the management for Swarajya, that is the warfare, and how he led example for the coming generation. Then this what? Chhatrapati and management of warfare. The first is the guerrilla warfare. He was the master of that. And so we know very well about it. Every time these people, the soldiers, his friends, they used his strategy and tactics to win or to harass the enemy also. Then another important point from the warfare administration or management is the forts, that is the fortress warfare. Strategically, he built the fortification and he used all these forts as basis. So when I think at the age of 16, he was able to conquer Torna Fort near Pune. That from one fort now at the end there, when the coronation and after that coronation also, might be more than 300 forts that Shivaji had. And every fort was different, very well planned. Even today, when we visit these forts, we feel that how he managed to do that all things. Even Raigad also, it is the best example how the fort was there built up, thinking about the future invasions, thinking about the enemy's attack, etc. Not Raigad, but all the other forts. So that what his strategy was there, building forts and using that forts as basis. Obviously, this is very important. Third point about his warfare management is the naval warfare. He established his own navy and as well as the naval fortifications. He knew very well. And that's why many historians, they have written about his strategy and his warfare or related with the navy. कि अगर महाराज थोड़े दिन और जिंदा रहते तो शायद ब्रिटिश हमारे ऊपर राज नहीं कर पाते. That itself shows that how he was really aware about the upcoming danger coming from the coastal areas and the sea. And then the most important thing, this is also very important point from his management of warfare, that is psychological warfare. His people used to spread rumors. अरे शिवाजी इधर जाने वाला है, अरे शिवाजी उधर जाने वाला है. These rumors were always spread over by these people in order to deceive the enemy. At the time of Surat invasion also, the rumors were there spread over by these people that Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is going, I think, to the south direction. But actually he was planning to come to Surat. So in this way, this is just an example there to show how the rumors were there played over to win the wars, to attack the enemies. And that was the surprise attack, no doubt. Moral superiority also was a psychological warfare. One of the most important thing that Chhatrapati was there having always in his mind, sorry. Moral support सबको चाहिए था. Because at every time the enemies, they used to come in large number. So even if the soldiers, they were there in small numbers, the words, the moral support which was given by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was helping them to win the battle, right? I remember one thing, what I forgot the name of that historian. We have heard about Napoleon Bonaparte. He had won so many battles in his life, and one of the historian has wrote that whenever Napoleon Bonaparte was just 5 feet 2 inches, whenever he was there on the battlefield, his enemy used to feel that as if 50,000 soldiers are there with them. In the same way, whenever Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was there in the battlefield along with the soldier, they used to feel that as if might be more than 50,000 soldiers are there with them. Even the words which were there, that was the moral support. And then is divine support. He believed in divine support. At the time of Afzal Khan attack, it is mentioned there that early in the morning, he just got up when he was supposed to meet Afzal Khan, and he called his fellow members and the soldiers who were there accompanying him at the meeting point and told that that divine goddess came to my dream and she gave me the blessing. So that was nothing, but it was an effort to develop that divine superiority or support on the mind. We can just imagine kitna difficult situation tha wo, और उस टाइम पे छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज just came out and he was giving support and moral support to the soldiers. So that what the 4 points that I have just taken up from his warfare management. Why I have taken up there? Because we all are there facing so many problems around us. As neighbors, we can see that whatever is going on. So that's why I thought about, let's think about that warfare, and we are at the war, that what with Pakistan, no doubt. But now on the opposite side also, now it is the time there whether we have to take aggressive step or not. So now Chhatrapati's innovation in his warfare, that is guerrilla tactics. We know about what is the guerrilla technique. In Marathi, it is called as Ganimi Kawa, which is focused on surprise, speed, agility, and deep knowledge of local terrain. I yesterday told you that when he came to Pune at the age of 11 years, at that time he used to wander in Sahyadri ranges. That what he was developing his strategy, that he can use this Sahyadri. Sahyadri was the biggest support for Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And so he was able to defeat his enemies. So then now, coming back, I am relating these tactics with our history after the independence. So India also still following his footprints. The war between India and Pakistan, that is 1948, 1965, 1971, and 1999, we used always this strategy. What was the reason for using this strategy? The reason was the Himalayan mountain ranges. The enemies, they were always at the top, we were at the base, and we were easily visible to them, and they used to attack. So that is what we planned in those days also. And the best example that I can share you, during the Kargil war, that is 1999. Maximum use of guerrilla tactics was used during this war, because all these war at the points, different points from Kargil sector to Dras and Ladakh sectors, the height of the Himalayan hills and mountains and ranges, it was near about 17,000 to 18,000 feet, and they were there always able to locate us. So each and every attack during the Kargil war was planned in the night. If you have seen the movie also or read about Kargil war stories, every time night was used to climb the mountain from the opposite and the backside, surprise attack and all these things. So these people use the Himalayan ranges for guerrilla warfare. This is what I showed you about India-Pakistan history conflict. Then after this, winning back Kargil, we were able to win this war. No doubt we lost more than 500 young soldiers and officers, but we won that war, that what Kargil Vijay Divas on 26th July 1999. So this is what the connection is there, the strategy of guerrilla warfare. Not only this, I would like to mention the name of Vietnam Prime Minister. I think his name is Ho Chi Minh. He also gave credit to Shivaji Maharaj's strategy, that is guerrilla warfare, because they fought a long battle war with America, and America was not able to win. And when he visited India, he was in Delhi, he met Prime Minister Nehruji, and he requested Nehruji that I wanted to visit Raigad. So Nehruji asked, what was the reason? What is the reason? So he told that we were able to win because of his strategy, that is guerrilla tactics. And he went there to Raigad. He carried the soil from the Raigad fort and he went back to Vietnam. And that place is there, I think, in the Ho Chi Minh City, where that soil is kept, the Raigad soil. So then next is about the core principles of Ganimi Kaw that I told you, that terrain is used, surprise and speed, and then hit and run, gradual weakening the enemy. Here once again, if we think about this Ganimi Kawa or guerrilla warfare, in the wars, we don't have the direct wars like in 1948 or 1965, but we are always targeted by so-called our neighbor, that is Pakistan, and so many terrorist attack that we faced, and that was the another one which was there in those days, that the Uri surgical strike which was there after the Pulwama, then that was what the surgical strike. Then Balakot airstrike and Operation Sindoor. So here, whenever the Ganimi Kawa was used, the intelligence, the agents, intelligent agents, or whatever the system that Chhatrapati had, they used to gather information in a very minute manner. In the same way also, whenever now in this couple of years, we have seen the different terrorist attack and how India responded, whether it is Uri, Balakot, or now Operation Sindoor. So we took time there. It was not the immediate response. Why the time was taken to plan, to make strategy, to gather the information, and etc. Then it is 2016 when then it happened that Uri surgical strike. 10 days later, India declared after that surgical strike was carried out to control and to destroy the terrorist points and the places where they were hiding there. So Shivaji Maharaj also used to enter the territory of the enemy, जिसको हम आजकल बोलते हैं कि घर में घुसकर मारना. उसी तरह से अभी नहीं, ये नया नहीं है. It was started by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj also. So now after that we have seen this Balakot airstrike, 26th February 2019, and the Pulwama attack was on 14th February 2019. So we took time there to plan, and that was also successfully carried out by our forces, the Indian Air Force, and we destroyed so many terror camps in Balakot. The attacks were carried out in the night once again, and that was the time 3:30 a.m. And within few minutes after dropping the bombs, the designated targets, the Indian Air Force planes, returned safely to the bases. So that is another example connecting his strategy. Now, if we think about Operation Sindoor, nowadays we are always hearing that it is paused, but here the psychological warfare come into the scene there. When I talk about that, how Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj always playing on the psychology. It is said that wars are always win in the mind first, then it comes to the field. In the same way here. So we know very well about what happened and how Operation Sindoor started, but I want to highlight here about the psychological warfare. After this attack, the terrorist attack at Pahalgam, we were all thinking about kab badla lenge, when we will strike again. In the same way in Pakistan, the people were, and might be the government and their army was also thinking, India kuch to karega. But we took time and we kept them and fooling them that today we are going to this, and from tomorrow we will do that. In that way, the rumors what were going on, the narratives which were there going on, but the psychological warfare was that Indians, that is what the government, diplomatically and economically isolated Pakistan while strengthening the domestic preparedness and global backing. Then another, that is the decisive move under the Operation Sindoor, was India's termination of the Indus Water Treaty. That the psychological warfare, कि अरे पानी बंद हो जाएगा, क्या होगा, फसल खराब हो जाएगी, because the Indus water is flowing to Pakistan. So that what the psychological thing started going on. Then we closed the Atari and Wagha border. We suspended all the bilateral trade with Pakistan. So this part, totally what we can say that whatever the psychological warfare which Shivaji Maharaj was doing, that we can see somehow we are still implementing. So he is an ideal person there in the management of warfare. After this, coming back to his, that is the Navy. So he was there, the pioneer, what we can say. He's called as the father of Indian Navy. So guerrilla warfare on the land also, and guerrilla warfare at the sea also. So instead of large, in those days, the Portuguese and the Britishers, they were all coming towards us through sea, and they were having huge ships, big size. So instead of large ships there. What happens there? Because of the big size, the speed was affected. So they used to move slowly. So what he observed there, that no, we don't want the big size ship. We should be there having the small size. So that they can move fast, took action and come back. So he attacked many times the Portuguese, the Siddhis, and the British people with the help of only his small size ship. Then, along with that, he had the fortified naval bases, constructed strategic sea force like Sindhudurg, Vijayadurg, equipped with heavy artillery to secure the harbors and control vital sea trade routes. So he was really watching, and he wanted to keep watch on these people who were coming in the name of business and trades. So that he constructed at the very strategic points there to control these people who were coming towards us. Then indigenous shipbuilding and diverse crew. Today we are talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat and indigenous weapons and arms and everything. And in Operation Sindoor, we heard the name Akash, that what it saved so many people, and it covered, and it was just a safeguard for us. So he also was there developing and building this thing, that is shipbuilding. He used a local artisan to build the ships, and having the Marathas, the coolies, and even sometimes the Muslims who were good artists, but very skilled in maritime warfare. That is fostering self-reliance. This word self-reliance is very common today, that I told you, Atmanirbhar Bharat. So the foundation was led by him in Navy there, having and building own ships according to the necessity as well as according to their requirement. Then he created naval administration also, created a structure system with maritime laws. Now it's something striking there, that in those days no one might be there was there thinking about maritime laws and policies to ensure safety and promote commerce, integrating and naval power with economic growth. He was there always looking for the economic growth of his Swaraj. He had the business and trades with the European countries. And most important thing that I want to share, that someone advised him for human trafficking, that you have the people, just send these people to us, but he rejected. No, that what I told you, that he never compromised with his core values. He said, no, I will not send my people to you. That what the thing, very important thing. He was no doubt doing the trade and business, but he rejected this proposal also. Then advanced training, it is said, and it is written in so many books about how he used to train the sailors, close combat tactics, incorporating with European techniques like broadside cannon fire. So he had that vision, strategic vision, as sea is crucial. We up today can see that how Indian Navy is accepting and making changes in their strategy, developing indigenous ships, etc. During the Operation Sindoor also, the Navy was prepared to attack. So the whole coastline that we have, so Navy is always playing important role to protect us. So that was his vision also in those days, that how to make this possible so that I can protect my land from the invaders who are coming from sea. Then after this, as I told you, Chhatrapati is called as the father of Indian Navy. I'm here trying to show you the ships, the small size ships. And at the opposite side, you can see the huge big size ships which were used by the Portuguese and the Britishers. So these people who were there on the ship as fighting against, so they were easily moving fast. And that was his innovation. So they were also surprised, British and the Portuguese there. whenever they used to have the battle on the sea there. Then after that, the brief description there, that naval base, he built up the forts, Vijayadur, Sindhudur, Khanderi, Kolaba. His philosophy was their principle of Jalameva Yasya Balameva Tasya. He who rules the sea is all powerful. So what we can correlate with our Indian Navy slogan also. Then notable commander, obviously Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Admiral Kanhoji Angre. He was his first admiral. So he used local people to build up the ships. Then the ship types, the names are here. Gurab, that is large, 3-masted. Then Galbata, smaller and faster. Tarande, Shibad, Pal, Taru, Tirkiti, Machawa, that what the name of that ship was given. Equipped with various cannons, known for innovative and naval tactics. Excelling in coastal defense and guerrilla tactics was also used in this field, that is the naval army. Coming back to today's situation that I have shown, I am here trying to show you there that Indian national flag before 2022 was there like that, having the tricolor along with this cross. It was the symbol of, once again, the colonial symbol, but it was changed, and it was replaced there in this in hectagonal 8 direction, that it is clearly visible, inspired by Shivaji Maharaj Rajamudra seal. Yesterday I told you about that Rajamudra, embodying fortune, eternity, and positive energy. The golden 2 borders which are there, that is the twin golden borders on the octagon, echo the imperial seal of Shivaji Maharaj and a visionary Maratha king who built India's first naval fleet. So it was replaced in 2022. Such long years to replace this cross with Shivaji Maharaj Rajamudra. So that is what another thing I wanted to share about. So now, what important thing that Shivaji Maharaj did? No doubt these are all concepts that what we have seen there are the management concept. But the important thing which was done by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was he made management an art. It is a skill, it is an art. It is not possible for each and everyone. So how he made it possible? Management is art of getting things done through people. So when we think about management as an art, so getting things done through the people. How it was possible? Because of his innovative ideas, his individual approach. Many times in his history we can see this thing. Application, idea आता है लेकिन उसका कैसे application करेंगे, that we can see from his different battles and wars. Dedication, obviously, from his early childhood to up to his deathbed, dedicated completely to Swarajya. Discipline, that I will talk about his discipline later on. Then commitment, not only he, but all the people who came together to support him and stand with him, they were all committed, they were all disciplined. Then result oriented, he worked and always was there giving him the result. So all these things together made management an art by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. जब तक वो ह्यूमन टच आपका नहीं आता है, तब तक वो स्किल नहीं बनता है. Unless and until the human touch is not there, the management cannot be an art. It becomes just like a paperwork or a machine or a technique or whatever the concepts are. Even today also, we are living in the technological world. We cannot replace the human beings, because we are all human beings and we are full of emotions. और जब हम इसको टच देते हैं ना ह्यूमन बीइंग का, तब लोग हमारे साथ खड़े होते हैं काम करने के लिए. वो तो शिवाजी महाराज ने किया. The human touch was given to his management, and that was an art. Everyone cannot do that, so that why I took that thing. Now I'm detail about Chhatrapati's innovation or whatever the art. What I in the previous slide I told you, their approach, application, dedication, discipline. It comes to this very important history, the part which is there, important war in his whole life. That is a case study of Afzal Khan Vad. Now, I forgot the name of that historian. I said Ninad Bedekar. If you have heard his name, he totally dedicated his life to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's research and all this thing. In one of his speeches, he told that when he was in USA to deliver the lecture, someone told him the classical information was there that near New York, the American government is there having one place where all the generals from the American army, they are there trained, and at that place the sand portfolios or the portrait is made, and in that eight great war or the battles are there shown through the clay models, and two are from India. One is this Pratap Garh's battle, that is Afzal Khan one, and the second one is the Balaji Bajirao's battle. So that was what he said, that I felt like something that these people are teaching their generals about how Shivaji won this battle. They are teaching this battle, the war tactics, the strategy, the innovation, the planning, everything. The clay model is kept there related with this war. So a case study of Afzal Khan was a very cruel. Before coming to Shivaji Maharaj, he killed 60 wives. 60 बीवियों को मारकर ये बंदा आया था, and the cemetery is there near Bijapur. It is a place still there. The 60 that what जिसको क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग हिंदी में कब्र, वो रखी हुई है. If you visit Bijapur now and ask that where is that cemetery, the local rickshaw wala is taking you to that. 60 बीवियों को कत्ल करके ही आया था. आप सोचो जो अपनी बीवी को मार सकता था वो किसको नहीं मारता था. So he was very fanatic, religious fanatism, bigotry, and he used to kill the people, or what the word is used here, that is kafirs. He used to slaughter them, and it is mentioned in the Shiva Kavya, Shiva Bharat, that how Afzal Khan demolished several Hindu temples. According to the legend also, Afzal Khan set out the campaign against Shivaji Maharaj. He slaughtered in the way when he was coming towards Shivaji Maharaj 63 consort, because he was apprehensive about not returning alive. वो जब बीजापुर के दरबार से निकला था तो एक प्रण लेके निकला था कि मैं शिवाजी को जिंदा या मुर्दा पकड़ के लाऊंगा. So that what it was there in the beginning when he started this battle. So Afzal Khan का जो seal है ना, उसके ऊपर एक line, 2-3 lines लिखी हुई है. It shows his arrogance. The what it is written is gar az kunada sipahar al ala fuzal wa fazal afzal azar mulki bajaya tashbih awaz ayad afzal. The meaning here is in translation that if heaven on high exhibits the excellence of learned men and the excellence of Afzal Khan, every angel, instead of singing praises to Allah, will only say Afzal is Afzal, more excellent. So that was his sin. Itana arrogance usme tha. So this is just to show to share about the case study of Afzal Khan. Strategy, planning, execution, clarity, responsibility, innovation, patience, diplomacy, and the result oriented. So when this happened, that was in the year 1659. He started from Bijapur, that I told you. He killed his wife, all wives, 60 wives, and then the journey was there. He entered Maharashtra through this Kolhapur and Solapur side, and during his journey, he just was killing the people, destroying the villages, and all the brutality that we know about Afzal Khan, that was done by him. Then, so on the way, when he was coming, जिस दिन अफजल खान बीजापुर से निकला था, उस दिन से ही शिवाजी महाराज को उनके इंटेलिजेंस लेवल से जो भी लोग थे, all the intelligent agents, they were just sending him the information secretly that Afzal has started and he is now here, he has done these things, etc., etc. So strong intelligence agency that he had. So when he entered the border from Bijapur to Maharashtra. In those days, Kolhapur was also the part of this people. After Afzal Khan, Shivaji Maharaj conquered Kolhapur. So he just was coming forward, waiting to for Shivaji Maharaj. In those days, Shivaji Maharaj was at Rajgarh, and his wife Saibai, she was seriously ill there at the deathbed. So that was an intense situation there, what to do. And in between, Afzal Khan was there coming forward, waiting that at one time Shivaji definitely will come out. And then it was not possible for him to fight with him, because what Afzal Khan thought about that, कि एक बार शिवाजी आया सामने तो उसको पकड़ना या मारना मुझे बहुत आसान हो जाएगा on this open battlefield, खुले मैदान में. So he decided to demolish all the temples in between. He just reached Pandharpur, where Lord Vitthal Mandir is there. He destroyed that mandir also. He demolished that mandir also. He killed many priests and Brahmins who were there. So many cruelty and brutality was done. And when this news reached Shivaji Maharaj there, think about what might be the condition. कि महाराष्ट्र का जो दैवत है, जो deity है, that is Vitthal Mandir, it was also destroyed. But he was there in Rajgarh at that time. After that, when Afzal Khan saw that he is not coming outside, he just went to Turzapur also, where the Bhavani temple is there, जिसको कुल देवता मानते थे छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज. और हमने इतिहास में पढ़ा है कि साक्षात भवानी माँ ने उनको तलवार दी, और जो भवानी तलवार के नाम से जानी जाती है. So that what is believed. So Afzal Khan and his army destroyed Turzapur also. So through that whole route there, he was doing this thing to instigate Shivaji Maharaj to come outside from the forest, and that dense forest in those days near Mahabaleshwar, Vai, Zauri. These are the places. Today also it is densely covered by the trees and the forest area. So we can imagine in those days the density of trees and forest. So in between there, what happened that when I told you that Saibai was seriously ill, and Shivaji Maharaj decided to change the location from Rajgarh to Pratapgarh because it was more secure. So that was the last meeting.
Varsha ji, can I just interrupt for 1 second? Just giving you a time check. It's 7:56. Just wanted.
I'm going to conclude now the whole thing.
Okay. You can take 5. Yeah, you can take 5 minutes, not a problem, so that we can spend 10 minutes for question and answer.
Okay. So strategy was there that to move to Pratapgarh. He went there to Pratapgarh. It was surrounded by dense forest, Jauri. Then he started sending letters with the help of his ambassador, or what we can say, wakil जिसको बोल सकते हैं, पंताजी गोपीनाथ. He was representing Shivaji Maharaj. और उन्होंने once again what I told you that rumors फैलाते थे ना. So what he used the strategy there, that Shivaji Maharaj is afraid of Afzal Khan. He is ready to surrender before him. He is ready to give all the fruits, all the treasury, all the wealth to Afzal Khan. But the condition is that Afzal Khan should come there, that is to Pratapgarh. So this was the strategy though. So slowly, steadily, Afzal Khan started thinking, "Arey, mere se dar gaya Shivaji. Now it's very easy to just to capture him or to kill him." His original plan was to kill him, no doubt, when he started from Bijapur. So obviously, when he come to that place, why? From his side, his advisor was also there. The meeting was there decided, and the meeting was there in between the way, means from Vai to Jauri. Jauri, that was more dense once again. So planning was done. Shivaji Maharaj planned that each and every route should be covered, and all his soldiers will be there present to kill Afzal Khan and his army. So everything was planned. Execution was that day was there when he decided to come down from Pratapgarh. In between, he lost his wife. He was not able to reach Rajgarh because they were there in between. And then after that, when the meeting was decided that 10 soldiers from Afzal Khan's side, 10 soldiers from Shivaji Maharaj's side. They will be there accompanying them. And the place was decided at the middle of the way, that is from Pratapgarh to Zawadi in between. So that they came and they met. It was the day on 10th November 1659. And Afzal Khan, he was very eager to meet because he wanted to kill Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So clarity was there. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj जब फोर्ट से निकले थे, क्लियर इंस्ट्रक्शंस देकर निकले थे, अगर मैं मेरा कुछ भी हो गया, इफ आई विल बी देयर कमिंग बैक और नॉट आई डोंट नो, बट स्वराज्य रहना चाहिए, स्वराज्य के रूल्स रहने चाहिए, जो कुछ भी हम कर रहे हैं अंडर द लीडरशिप ऑफ जीजाबाई आपको काम करना पड़ेगा. So that was his clear instruction. Everyone was given responsibility. Innovation is there in between. Now when they meet, as it is there in the photograph, it is described in the book also, written by so many people. So he just spread up his arm. He was huge size of Afzal Khan, the height also, weight also. And then after that, when he just was there hugging each other, at that time Afzal Khan was the first to attack Shivaji. So before that, he was there protecting himself with all this shirastran, जिसको बोलते हैं वो अस्त्र जो पहने थे वो. So he was able to save his life because of that. So the first attack was there, and he realized Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj कि ये तो अभी मारेगा मुझे. So उसके पहले ये whatever I am telling, it is taking time, but might be there in few minutes it happened everything. So he just took out his weapons secretly there, which was there hiding in his arms. Vagnakha जिसको बोलते हैं. Some are there having point that no, Vagnakha was not used, a small dagger was used. Some are there in the view, but we got this Vagnakha there. It was exhibited in when it came back from London. So he used that. He teared down his stomach and he started crying there. Daga, 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 what he said there. And the soldiers who were, the bodyguards who were there just away from both sides, they entered that mandap or shamiyana, and the war was there, the short things, and they killed everyone. Afzal Khan lost his life, his bodyguards also lost his life, and the Bada Sayyid नाम का जो था, जो weapon चलाता था, वो भी मारा गया because of जीवा महाला. इसलिए मराठी में वो है, होता जीवा म्हणून वाचला शिवा. And all these people along with 10 soldiers, bodyguards, Shivaji Maharaj went up once again at the fort, and the signal was given. जो तूफों की आवाज का सिग्नल देने वाले थे. प्लानिंग हो चुका था कि अगर मैं जीवित आया तो भी, नहीं आया तो भी सिग्नल मिलेगा तो आपको अटैक करना है. सो दे अटैक इन वेरी डेंजरस मैनर, and many people, they died. The soldiers, Afzal Khan's army, they died there. The patience was there. इतना patience रखा होगा जब ये अफजल खान रास्ते में इतने सारे लोगों को मारते हुए आ रहा था, इतने सारे मंदिर को तोड़ते हुए आ रहा था. तो that was patience and diplomacy, both the ambassadors. And Gopinath Panth जो थे, पंताजी गोपीनाथ, all the responsibility was given by Shivaji to him. आपको कैसे भी करके अफजल खान को ऊपर लाना है. And he did the marvelous job, and he was successful. So, and result that Afzal Khan was killed. So that is what the case study, one case study there about the most famous battle of Pratapgarh. There I told you that management is an art, which was made by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj with all these points, and he was successful to kill on that day, 10th November 1659. And then the rumors started spreading all over. शिवाजी एक चमत्कार है, शिवाजी गायब हो जाता है, ये सारे rumors फैलने देते थे जानबूझकर सब तरफ. That was also his strategy, which is very important. Now that is the end of my presentation, Nidhi ji.
Thank you so much, Varsha ji. It was excellent, and as you were speaking, the chat box was active and participants were commenting in the chat box. I mean, so much of knowledge we have gained in this one session about strategizing, about warfare, about psychological warfare. And in today's day and age, we know that more than the wars that happen on the battlefield, the wars that play out in the psychological domain, in the media domain, in the global ecosystem, they become extremely important. So wars are not just limited to the battlefield, the physical battlefield as such, and Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj understood it so well. So I think he was definitely somebody way ahead of his time.
Yes.
So I'm opening the floor for questions and comments. I think Varsha ji has given such useful insights. What was very interesting about today's session, Varsha ji, is the contemporary examples that you have brought in. I just put in the chat box the current tensions that we are facing with respect to Bangladesh and how we are surrounded by a hostile neighborhood.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
One incident also I wanted to share. I think during the 1948 war, I think, I'm not sure right now, Dayal Singh नाम के एक major थे. So he had that challenge of conquering Hajipur. Okay. So what he did, the tactics which was used, he later on had that press conference and he had mentioned in somewhere in his book also. I used these tactics because of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. When Shivaji Maharaj attacked Lal Mahal, at that time, it is said that he ran through one direction, and from the other direction, the enemy of Shaista Khan, they saw that someone is running because the mashals in those days, they were clearly visible. So they started following that way. But when they reached closer, there they saw that the bullocks they're having the mashals on their horns. तो दयाल सिंह ने वो जो बाजी जीती थी हाजीपीर की, उन्होंने यही किया था. What he did that he went from the backside in the night and he tied the small torch on the horns of the ships, and the ships started climbing. So the Pakistan soldiers thought that someone is coming. They started firing. And they were able to locate the enemy, where exactly the enemy was. So, and Dayal Singh has mentioned this. I came to know about this strategy from Chhatrapati.
Very interesting. And I think if we probably dig deeper into our military and intelligence strategies, I think we will find more such examples. And that is why we always say that India is an unbroken continuous civilizational knowledge system. So जो छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज के टाइम का उनका उपयोग में लाया हुआ knowledge था, that did not break or stop or end at that point in time. It did not exhaust or finish off with him. It has passed on from generation to generation, and it is still being executed, implemented in the present context. Okay, Varsha ji, you may please read some appreciative comments for.
Yes, I'm just typing now.
Okay, Subhash ji has raised his hand, so Subhash ji, please go ahead.
Varsha ji, once again, thankful to you for such a big uprise about Shivaji, and then how Indian ethos started facing the tyrant Mughals. We qualify Shivaji's attacks, and we qualify his commando kind of a war. And no doubt we find even in 2025 that commando wars are more successful than the face-to-face wars are. And I had written in the chat box also that we have this commando war system as old as 10,000 years.
Right. Yes.
We have a strategy in Mahabharata where Krishna takes the chariot of Arjuna away from the war, and Kaurav feel that they have decided to lose war and he's going away. And with that strategy, there was a change in the pattern of the whole war in Kurukshetra. It is existing in our civilization. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Subhash ji, as always, for your rich and timely and relevant insights to today's session. Any questions that we can take? I just wanted to recommend one book. if all of you or any of you are interested in shipbuilding techniques in ancient India, there is a lot of work going on. In fact, there is a very interesting Twitter handle on ancient maritime techniques. If I locate it, I will share it in our WhatsApp group. But Sri Sanjeev Sanyal, who is, by the way, very well known for his work in this area, is also, I think, part of the Honorable Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council. He has done some relevant and, path-breaking work on ancient Indian shipbuilding techniques and maritime knowledge. So all of you all can check his work. I will try to post it in our WhatsApp group. Okay, just checking if we... Okay, Dr. Neha, if you are here, could you share your thoughts? If you can unmute.
Namaste, Dr. Nidhi. Namaste, Varshaji.
Namaste.
Though I joined a little bit late today, but the insights that you are sharing, Varshaji, that is definitely giving us some strength with reference to current scenario that we all are facing. As Dr. Nidhi rightly mentioned, the way in which we are hearing the news from our neighboring countries. So this is a kind of condolence to us that yes, we have a kind of past which we can definitely use to resist this kind of forces in future. So thank you so much, Varshaji, for this
Thank you.
session. It's really, really, eye-opening and the kind of session that is giving us strength
Correct.
through which we can see our future.
Correct.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
That's
Thank
the
you.
that's the perfect word used by Dr. Neha for today's session, strength. We are
Yes.
not only learning, but we're also building resilience and strength. So thank you, Dr. Neha, for coming in. Okay, we can wait one more minute to check if there are any questions from any of our participants. Otherwise, we can move towards the closure of today's session. And I would once again sincerely request Varshaji to share whatever reference material that she intends to share, not immediately, but after we close the FDP. So I am sure that
Definitely.
yeah, after these sessions, because we are inspired and now we have the strength and conviction, it is imperative that all of us do some self-reading, some self-work, and we engage in our own self-exploration of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's life and ideals. And I'm so glad to know that Varshaji has already during the session given us references of authors, poets, historians who have worked on the life and times of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Unfortunately, these people did not receive any recognition in post-independent India because of the stranglehold of a particular ideology, a particular system of governance, and a particular bent towards some particular leaders. So, for example, Jadunath Sarkarji, the very well-known historian, he has done some wonderful work, R.C. Majumdarji. They never received Sitaram Goyal, Ram Swarupji. They never received any recognition, but if we look at their work today, it is very scholarly, very rigorous, and it has set high standards for all of us in Indian knowledge systems. So these are authors that we should be exploring. So yes, we are hoping to get very useful references also from you, Varshaji.
Yes, yes, Nidhi. Definitely. One of the book might be some have read there. Baba Sahib Purandare's name must be there also.
Yes. I have seen the play Janta Raja.
Yeah. I met him in my early childhood days.
Okay.
Then he was just performing on the stage with storytelling.
Yes. Glad that there are these forms through which Shivaji Maharaj could be brought closer to the people of India.
Yes.
Because Shivaji Maharaj belongs to everyone. He belongs to the people of India, right?
I would like
everyone.
I would like to say something. Can you allow me?
Yes. Jyoti ji, go ahead.
Yeah. about Shivaji Maharaj. Whenever I residing in Badlapur, there in 2002, I have seen the Gyanta Raja. At that time, all they are creating the Shivaji Maharaj Rajabhisheka and all the occasions. They are bringing all the horses, elephants, and all these things there. So it was just like a fun, and it's a real things they have created. And we used to go on that era of Shivaji Maharaj, Radhabhishek and all this. We enjoyed a lot. And it almost not 3 hours. It is almost 7 to 8 hours we used to do. It was a very, now such a things not happening, At that time, I have 25 years ago, I have seen. Thank you very much. Now I am in Government Polytechnic Kolhapur as a professor of electronics.
Okay.
Thank you, Jyotiji. Thank you so much for joining us from Kolhapur, and it is wonderful to hear from your knowledge and experience.
महाराज के साम्राज्य के बिलोंग कर रहे हैं.
आपलं स्वागत आहे. खूप खूप धन्यवाद.
I have used to be in Malwan, where
Yes.
I used to be at that time Sindhudurga Fort. So at that time, some of the things I have to discover whenever things are there, I can tell you. Whether I have discovered the things over at that time. Sindhudurga Fort is the main example of this one.
Yes, right.
At Malwan.
Great.
At
Thank you,
Sikor.
Jyotiji. Thank you. So let's close today's session. Thank you everyone for joining, and let's meet tomorrow at 7 p.m. for the third session. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.